Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing another tier list today. It's not going to be an operator one, no. I'm going to wait to do that for Steel Wave. I know a lot of people have been requesting it since the Void Edge one kind of blew up. It's at like 200,000-ish views. But we're just going to go over the elite skins. So I'm going to play them all and then rank them accordingly. Not really sure on all the backgrounds. I don't really follow the whole elite list thing, but I do actually really enjoy the animations that they come up with. I just wish they weren't so lazy. For example, why do they have multiple Ash skins, Ash elites? They should just have one, and they should try to make a skin for every single operator in the game. That's what I hope they do eventually, but they're getting to it. A lot of leak skins as well. We have the Dokkaebi leak, as well as the Buck elite that has been leaked recently. Without further ado, let's get into number one, which is going to be Blackbeard. So I don't really know why this is a elite skin per se. For the skin perspective, it's not really that cool at all. And then the animation is really subpar. So, I mean, I like that they gave him a skin, but I just don't like this one in specific. And I actually like the normal skin more, plus the animation being bad. So I'm going to put him all the way at the lowest rank there is, at D. So this one's the mute elite for the game. I like that it has the kind of like disruptors in the actual animation, kind of making you actually know it's mute. The skin's okay, but the animation's pretty cool. So for the most part, I think it's pretty solid. We're just going to put it up at B here. There's really no science behind this. This is all opinion based, of course. Obviously, I don't really follow elite skins that much. I don't think anyone really does with this game. They don't do a great job, so I just don't follow it that much. If you do follow it and have a opinion and have actually some background on some of these, like I know a lot of them represent different nationalities and a whole lot of different things. So if I get this wrong, please correct me. That one is the fuse animation. I like it. It's a little annoying, but sometimes you just want to get the attention, and I think that's cool about the elite skins is they get the attention of everyone in the lobby. Now, some do it a little bit too much, a little too loud. For example, the Doc one does a little too loud. This one's a good balance, plus it's a pretty cool skin. I'm going to put it at A. I don't know if it's at S tier, but I think it's at A. It really has that flashback feel, so I'm just going to put it at A. So there's Twitch. It has the drone actually in it. I don't really love the skin's appearance. The animation's okay, but just because of the appearance, I gotta put it lower in the ranking. So, okay animation, pretty crappy looks. That's gonna be a C on our tier list. I said I don't follow really elite skins that much, but this one, awful. This is the worst elite skin in the game. Absolutely the worst elite skin in the game. The face, it's like a baby face in there. Plus the animation is very bad. So Rook's animation on elite skin, awful. All the way at the bottom at D. Maybe it's just me, but this animation for Kapkan is pretty much one of my favorites in the whole game. The knives and everything, just it all goes with it. I don't know why he has that stealthy feel to him. He's not really like that, but definitely my favorite, one of my favorite animations in the game. So that's basically how I'm gonna just rank these. I mean, animation and looks, they all equal to something, and they'll end up somewhere. And I just think the looks and the animation just are very cool with Kapkan. And not to mention, there actually is kind of an in-game advantage to having this brown skin. It kind of blends you in with your surroundings. So the brown, it can actually be an in-game advantage as well. So like I said multiple times, I'm not a skin expert, but whoever made this skin should probably not be making skins anymore. Hopefully he was reassigned to a different part of anything, really, any department in the Siege world, or he's just not with the company anymore, because this is tough. These operator elite skins are supposed to represent them, and I just don't see that with Pulse at all. Not even his nationality. Like I don't understand the mohawk and the comb over, all that stuff. I just don't get it. Also, it's a really ugly skin, so Pulse all the way at the bottom there, right alongside Rook. They're both very bad. These two make Blackbeard look good, honestly. Blackbeard, he can move up if it's like this. These two are definitely rock bottom there. If I'm not mistaken, I think Jaeger's elite was the first in the game. Maybe is one of the first few, at least. It's at least the first 3 or 4 that was ever in the game. So Jaeger, I think this is a pretty cool elite skin. This is kind of when they were really trying on the elite skins, and they kind of fell off, and now they're kind of back on the rise, especially with the new Echo one. I really like that one. But this Jaeger one, I think it's solid. I think it's worthwhile to even put at A. This skin was the Thacher face reveal, really, and it's actually pretty cool as well. So I don't know how I couldn't make this the top tier at S tier. I just think the helicopter animation, first of all, is really unique. Second of all, is pretty cool, and it's a face reveal of an operator. So it just deserves to be up here at the S tier. Smoke's elite kind of gives off a interesting vibe, but it does show that it is smoke. I think it looks pretty cool overall. I mean, the red, it really pops out, so it's not really there for if you're trying to get some competitive advantage, but I think it's still pretty sweet, especially because of the animation itself. So I'm going to put it at A. Once again, there's no science to this. I just think it is... it's not in this tier. It's not at the same level as Mute, but it's also not really unique like Thacher and Kapkan. That one was Frost. I think Frost is elite. Kind of really fits the whole Canadian type feel. Really cold, really muggy. Has the campfire going, so I think it's pretty cool how it is, but I think it's also at the same tier as like how Mute's was. It's not that unique, but it's still cool because it shows kind of where they're from, and obviously Frost is from a colder climate, so I want to put that one with B right alongside Mute. This is another one that's kind of near my favorites. I think it definitely deserves the S tier, and I think it's because the last flash there with the animation is pretty sweet. The skin itself, you know, it has that same competitive advantage thing with the more neutral colors and not bright like some of the other ones here with the bright red, the bright yellow, bright blue for some of these down here. So I think the competitive advantage is somewhat there, but the animation really kind of sends it over the top for me, at least, and I got to put it at S. Not gonna say I don't like Doc's elite skin, but the noise and everything is it's just too much, and I can't put it any higher just because of how annoying the sound is and how much it haunts me from all the rank times when people play Doc at the last round just so they can blare our ears out. It does give the face reveal though, so I'm gonna at least give it a B, but just because of the sound, I can't go any higher on this one. Maybe I just don't understand it, but Bandits Elite, I don't know, the biker feel. Maybe I'm missing something. It's still pretty cool overall, but I think it's just average in the whole grand scheme of things. So I'm going to put it up at the average level, which is B. Like everything B and above is basically stuff I would probably actually get. Anything under that, I don't think I would even waste any money on. I mean, everything above here though, I would definitely consider getting. Since we're on the skins I actually do like, I think Mira is definitely one of those. So A for me. I really like this skin personally. I don't know how it fits with the whole nationality thing, but I'm sure it does just by how it looks. So I'm gonna just place it at A. I've never actually seen the Lesion Elite in game, but I gotta say I don't like it at all. So, it's okay, I guess, but I would not buy it personally. So I'm gonna put it at C. Really technological and everything, and all he has is a goo mine. So I just don't get it. Maybe it's just me. Vana has the whole bow thing going for her. I really like the skin overall. I like the little like Native American kind of vibe it gives off. So overall, I don't think it's up here, but it's either one or the other. Just because I like the animation, I'll give it an A. But no real reason. I think A or B. So now for the ashes, Ash, why is that an elite animation? She's on her phone. There's no reason for that to be an elite animation. It was given for free. There's a reason for that because it absolutely sucks. So D is where Ash Elite is going to go. There's a reason why they built a bunch of them because this one absolutely sucked. The Tomb Raider one was actually pretty cool though. Now, Sludge's is pretty sweet. Animation's sweet. The actual look of it's sweet, and he gets the hammer. So I actually am going to put him all the way up at S with the rest of them. You see the common theme that I follow here. I don't really put the crazy colored ones or just the kind of just extravagant ones in general up towards the top. I like the ones that are more neutral, more realistic. I mean, I'm playing a pretty realistic game, so I don't want a skin that's kind of looks like Fortnite. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about a lot of these skins. The video makes Thermite's uniform a little bit too blue. It's not that blue, but it's still a pretty sweet animation nonetheless. So I'm going to give it a higher ranking. I'm actually going to give it the S because the fire is absolutely sick and it's not as blue as it made it look. So S tier is where I'm going to put it. A or S is probably where it should be on everyone's list, really, just because it's unique there. And it kind of fits the whole Thermite thing, right? Hard breach, his breaching kind of involves fire, so the fire makes sense here. IQ skin seems to be that skin that everyone kind of always goes for at the end of the game. If they know they're going to win the round, they play IQ, they equip the skin, and they just want to see the animation. I don't know what it is. Really bright, really kind of obnoxious looking, but it's actually a pretty good overall skin. So I'm going to put it at B tier. These are all the skins that I think are good, but I just don't love them. I would still have them, but they're not my absolute favorites, and that's kind of how I feel about the IQ all green, pink socks kind of look. Kind of how I feel about the Ella skin. I don't love the actual look of it. From an appearance standpoint, I just don't know that it's just what they did with it, but the animation itself is pretty cool. So I'm going to once again put it under average. I would still like the skin. It's just, I just don't think it is any better than that. It's kind of bright, a little bit too bright and corny for me. That's how I feel about the new Dokkaebi skin as well. It fits with the nationality whole thing that they got going on with the elite skins, but it's just not my taste. As for the rest of these guys, I don't have the actual video to show you, but I can rank them pretty reasonably on how I think the appearance is and how I've seen the videos, of course, but I just don't have them to show. So Tomb Raider came out with the Tomb Raider game, of course, so it was just kind of a promotion from that standpoint, so that's okay. But it does follow that bright rule where it's a little bit too bright. So Ash skins just aren't it, really. But this one is better than the other one, so I gotta give it that, and I would like to have it over that one, so I'm gonna put it at B. Now I want to move over to the new skin here, Echo Skin. Echo Skin is one of the more unique ones we've had in a long while, so I'm gonna put it all the way up at S. If you haven't seen the animation for it already, it's pretty sweet, and it really follows the whole Taekwondo kind of thing. So I'm gonna put it all the way at S. Capiteo, one of my favorite looking skins for sure. It does have a little bit of bright stuff going on, but it's definitely one of my favorite looking. So A is where it's going to go. So a lot of these are ending up at the higher end of my list. There's only very few skins that I actually really dislike in the game. One of those, unfortunately, is kind of this Cav one. It's not this low, but it's definitely right here. I don't like the crop top look on a operator. That's kind of how I feel about every operator. This is a pretty realistic game, and I don't know if anyone in real life is running around with a machine gun with a crop top. Glaz, one of the sweetest looking as well, face reveal wise. As it's just one I would definitely want one day. So it's gonna go to A. Same thing with Zofia. It's gonna go to A as well. Zofia's animation, I really like the military type thing that it got going. So I'm gonna put it at A. And then finally, last but not least, we have the Blitz shield. Just because it's Blitz, realistically, and it's not that cool appearance wise or animation wise, I'm putting it at C. It's not terrible, but I think they could have done a way better job at the whole pulling off the blitz and the flash and all that stuff. So I don't know if you want to ever see one of these again. I probably will never do one of these again. A tier list at least of the new skins, elite skins as they come out. I'm going to do other operator tier lists, but not this. Maybe I could do some ranked map tier lists based on like balanced maps and such. But I don't know, you tell me. And that's going to end this one. It's a lot shorter than the operator ones. Those run like 30-40 minutes. This runs way less. If you have not joined the Discord already, join up on it. It's pretty fun there. We already have like 320, 340 members, something around that mark. And we're just trying to get it all sorted out. I have a good group of moderators that are really helpful. So if you want to join the server, please do that. And with that, I hope you have a great day and peace out.